Scene script. Have you ever considered that your eating habits can significantly affect your health and well-being? Indeed, the power of awareness in eating is profound. It's not just about what's on your plate, but how you eat it that matters. This is the essence of mindful eating. Mindful eating is a practice that transforms our relationship with food. It's about savoring each bite, appreciating the flavors, and understanding the nourishment it provides. It's about listening to our bodies, recognizing our hunger and fullness cues, and making conscious food choices that support our health and well-being. In this video, we will break down the concept of mindful eating into easy, digestible steps. We'll explore what it means to eat mindfully, why it's important, and how you can incorporate this practice into your daily life. So, are you ready to embark on this journey towards a healthier, more mindful relationship with food? Stay with us as we delve deeper into the fascinating world of mindful eating. So, what exactly is mindful eating? Let's delve into the essence of mindful eating. At its core, mindful eating is a practice that involves fully immersing oneself in the experience of eating. It is about paying full attention to the sensory experience of the food we consume, the colors, textures, flavors, aromas, and even the sounds our food makes as we eat. It's about noticing these details and truly savoring each bite, rather than mindlessly shoveling food into our mouths. Mindful eating has its roots in Buddhist teachings. Buddhism encourages mindfulness in all aspects of life, including eating. The notion of mindfulness, or being fully present in the moment, is a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy. By applying mindfulness to eating, we nourish not only our bodies but our minds as well. We become more attuned to our body's signals of hunger and fullness. We start to notice how different foods affect our energy and mood, and we begin to appreciate the simple act of eating as a source of joy and satisfaction. Contrary to some misconceptions, mindful eating is not a diet or weight loss tactic. It's not about restriction, counting calories, or denying oneself certain foods. Rather, it's an approach to eating that encourages a healthier and more joyful relationship with food. It's about recognizing and respecting our body's needs and eating in a way that nourishes us physically, emotionally, and mentally. Mindful eating helps us savor our meals, appreciate their nourishment, and derive greater pleasure from them. It encourages us to slow down, to take time to chew our food thoroughly, and to appreciate the effort and ingredients that went into preparing our meals. It turns eating from a rushed, automatic act into a mindful, pleasurable ritual. Mindful eating is about more than just slowing down or eating less. It's about experiencing food more intensely. It's about cultivating a deep appreciation for the food we eat and the nourishment it provides. It's about savoring the journey of eating, not just the destination. When we eat mindfully, every meal becomes an opportunity to connect with our food, our bodies, and ourselves on a deeper level. Mindless eating, the opposite of mindful eating, has some serious consequences. Now, when we talk about mindless eating, we're referring to the act of eating without paying attention to what or how much we're consuming. It's like being on autopilot, where we're not really present in the moment, and this can lead to a number of negative outcomes. Firstly, mindless eating often leads to overeating. Without the awareness of what's being consumed, it's easy to lose track of portion sizes and calorie intake. Imagine sitting in front of the TV with a bag of chips. Before you know it, you've eaten the whole bag without even realizing it. This is a classic example of mindless eating, and it's one of the main contributors to overeating. Secondly, mindless eating can lead to poor digestion. When we eat mindlessly, we tend to eat quickly, often not chewing our food properly. This can result in indigestion, bloating, and other digestive issues. Your body needs time to process what you're eating, and when you rush through meals, it can be hard for your body to keep up. Thirdly, mindless eating steals the joy from the eating experience. Food is not just fuel for our bodies, it's also a source of pleasure. When we eat mindlessly, we're not fully savoring the flavors, textures, and aromas of our food. We're missing out on the joy that comes from truly experiencing our meals. Finally, mindless eating often leads to unhealthy food choices. When we're not paying attention, we're more likely to reach for processed, high-calorie foods instead of nutritious whole foods. This can contribute to long-term health issues like obesity, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes. In essence, mindless eating is a habit that can negatively impact both our physical and mental well-being. However, the good news is that we have the power to change this habit. Being aware of what and how we eat can be a powerful counter to the mindless eating culture. So, how can you start practicing mindful eating? Well, it's not an overnight transformation, but a journey. Let's break it down into manageable steps to help you navigate this path to a healthier and more enjoyable way of eating. Our first step is focusing on the food. This might seem obvious, but how often do we really pay attention to what we're eating? Think about the last meal you had. Can you remember the texture of the food, the flavor, the aroma? Mindful eating is about engaging all your senses. Before you take a bite, take a moment to look at your food, smell it, and anticipate the taste. This focus can heighten your appreciation for the meal and make the eating process more satisfying. Next, let's talk about eating slowly. This is a crucial part of mindful eating. Our bodies need about 20 minutes to register that we're full. If we're scarfing down our meals, we might eat more than we need before our body has a chance to catch up. So take your time. Chew thoroughly. Savor each bite. This slower pace will give your body the time it needs to send you the right signals. The third step is eliminating distractions. In our fast-paced world, it's common to eat while doing other things, watching TV, scrolling through our phones, even driving. But these distractions prevent us from fully experiencing our food. When you eat, just eat. Turn off the TV, put down your phone, and give your full attention to your meal. You might be surprised at how much more you enjoy your food when you're fully present. Now let's move on to appreciating the food. This goes beyond just enjoying the taste. Think about where your food comes from. Consider the effort it took to grow, harvest, and prepare it. This sense of gratitude can enhance your eating experience and make you more mindful of the food you're consuming. Finally, it's important to recognize the signals your body sends about hunger and fullness. Many of us eat out of habit because it's a certain time of day, or because food is available, not because we're truly hungry. Start paying attention to your body's signals. Eat when you're hungry, and stop when you're satisfied, not stuffed. This can help you avoid overeating and make your meals more enjoyable. Mindful eating is not about dieting or restriction. It's about experiencing food in a more meaningful and enjoyable way. It's about listening to your body and responding to its needs. It's about appreciating the complex journey that brings food from the earth to your plate. And it's about savoring each bite rather than rushing through your meals. Remember, mindful eating is a practice, not a destination. It's something you'll continue to work on and improve over time. Don't expect perfection, just aim for progress. Each meal is a new opportunity to practice these steps and become more mindful in your eating. By practicing these steps, you can start to eat mindfully and enjoy your food in a whole new way. So why not give it a try? The journey to mindful eating starts with a single mindful bite. You might be wondering, what's in it for me? Well, the benefits of mindful eating are vast and can have a profound impact on your overall health and well-being. Let's delve into these benefits to understand how this simple practice can truly revolutionize your relationship with food. Firstly, mindful eating can significantly improve your digestion. By eating slowly and deliberately, you give your stomach the time it needs to process your food adequately. This practice can help prevent the discomfort of indigestion and bloating that often comes from eating too quickly. Plus, when you savor each bite, you're more likely to chew your food thoroughly, which is the first crucial step in the digestive process. Secondly, mindful eating is a powerful tool for weight control. Rather than adhering to strict diets or counting calories, mindful eating encourages you to listen to your body's natural hunger and fullness cues. By eating mindfully, you can learn to differentiate between physical hunger and emotional hunger, helping you avoid overeating or emotional eating. This approach is not about restriction, but about understanding your body's needs and responding to them appropriately. Next, mindful eating can significantly improve your relationship with food. For many, food can be a source of stress, guilt, or even fear. Mindful eating can help you shift your perspective and see food as a source of nourishment and pleasure, not an enemy to be feared or controlled. This practice encourages you to appreciate the food on your plate, understand the effort that went into producing it, and savor the flavors and textures in each bite. This shift in perspective can reduce food-related stress and anxiety and foster a healthier, more positive relationship with food. Moreover, mindful eating can enhance your overall enjoyment of food. When you eat mindfully, you're fully present for the experience of eating. You're not distracted by your phone, your laptop, or your television. You're focusing on the food in front of you, savoring each bite, and truly enjoying the experience. This focus can make simple meals feel like a feast and transform your everyday eating experiences into something special. In conclusion, mindful eating can offer a range of benefits that extend beyond the dining table. It's about more than just eating. It's about cultivating a mindful approach to life, where you're fully present and engaged in each moment. This practice can help you develop a healthier relationship with food, improve your digestion, control your weight, and enhance your enjoyment of food. Remember, anyone can practice mindful eating. It doesn't require any special equipment or training. It's simply about slowing down, paying attention, and savoring your food. So why not give it a try? You might be surprised by the impact it can have. Mindful eating can truly transform your eating habits and your relationship with food. Let's recap what we've learned about mindful eating. As we journeyed through the fascinating world of mindful eating, we explored its core concept, the power of awareness in eating. Mindful eating is not just about what we eat, but how we eat. It's about experiencing food with all our senses, paying attention to the flavors, textures, and sensations of each bite. It's about cherishing the nourishment our food provides and acknowledging the journey it took to reach our plate. We've also delved into the impact of mindless eating, a common habit in our fast-paced world. Eating on autopilot can lead to overeating, poor nutrition, and a disconnection from our body's natural hunger and fullness cues. We've learned that mindless eating is not just about consuming food without thought, but also about ignoring the signals our bodies send us about what they need and when they've had enough. Next, we illuminated the steps to practice mindful eating. It's not as complicated as it sounds. It begins with tuning into our hunger cues and paying attention to our body's needs. We discussed slowing down and taking the time to savor each bite, appreciating the food's taste, texture, and aroma. We also touched on the importance of creating a peaceful eating environment and acknowledging our emotional connection with food. We then highlighted the many benefits of mindful eating. It can help us regain control over our eating habits and build a healthier relationship with food. It can lead to better digestion, reduced overeating, and improved satisfaction with our meals. Plus, it can also enhance our overall well-being as we become more attuned to our body's needs and learn to nourish ourselves in a more balanced and loving way. But above all, we've discovered that mindful eating is about more than just food. It's about cultivating a deeper connection with ourselves, our bodies, and the world around us. It's about living in the present moment and appreciating the simple joys life has to offer, like the pleasure of a delicious meal. So, as we wrap up our journey into mindful eating, let's remember this. Mindful eating is not a diet or about giving up anything at all. It's about experiencing food more intensely, especially the pleasure of it. You can eat a cheeseburger mindfully if you wish. You might enjoy it a lot more. Or you might decide halfway through that your body has had enough. Or you might decide that it doesn't actually taste as good as you thought. Any outcome is fine, as long as it's guided by your inner wisdom.